Doc, today we witnessed the HPTC, the High Performance Training Center. Talk about the relationship between the JAAA and the HPTC.
Well, the High Performance Training Center was in fact set up and started by the IAAF, and our Teddy McCook, was then president of NACAC, was really the main liaison person with the High Performance Training Center. Mr. Teddy McCook unfortunately passed away recently, and we had a visit from the IAAF which pointed out what the JAAA's role in the High Performance Training Center should really be, and that it is in fact an IAAF center and not a NACAC center. And being an IAAF center, the JAAA's being the agent of the IAAF, because we are the member federation, we are the representative of the IAAF in Jamaica. We are the ones who should in fact be running that center. And this was only recently pointed out to us because Mr. McCook was almost like a part of the JAAA's over the years. It was never questioned when he as president at NACAC took up the role of managing the center. So now we in the JAAA's are going to be managing that center more closely with the IAAF. But it has really been of benefit to Jamaica. You said about what is a product of the High Performance Center. You and Blake went to the center and is a product of the center. We have had quite a number of Caribbean stars who have come through the center. Daniel Bailey has been to the center, and we have a number of future stars who are going to the center. There's a youngster now who is going to a Jamaican high school that is going to be one to look out for in the upcoming champs. Zarnell Hughes, he trained at the center, and the time that he's running is, you have to say, I'm sorry he's not Jamaican. Because he would really be something to look forward to as a replacement for the same boat. He's tall, he's very humble, nice guy. I treat him as a doctor professionally, and he's running sometimes now where he's going to challenge the best that Jamaica has to offer. He's running in the 1020s, and he says his aim is to beat one of our top sprinters, Michael O'Hara, and he says he's looking forward to meet him. He has thrown down the gauntlet to the top man that Calabar has to offer, and he ran 20 point exactly how much, but he ran low 20s at the last meet, the Kingston relays, and in fact he was cruising. If he had probably put out a full effort, he might have gone 19s. After he came, he ran hard coming around the bend, and then once he hit the bend and he was ahead, he just cruised. And he went, I don't remember his exact time, but it was in the low 20s. And he is a product of the High Performance Center. And so we have really developed, and when we looked at the figures for the center, everybody who has been to the center has improved their times tremendously. Not just from the Caribbean, but we have had quite a few people from Africa. China had a finalist in the 100 meters in Japan, and in Moscow. Sorry about that, in Moscow. And his comment was that he learned from Donald Quarry, because a few years ago China had asked us for some assistance, and we had sent Donald Quarry to China to give them coaching assistance, and he was one of the athletes that Donald coached. Donald went there for 2 stints, and he was one of Donald's athletes, and when he ran and made it to the finals, he paid tribute to Donald Quarry for having coached him. And a number of people have come to Jamaica from different countries. Not all of them could be accommodated at the High Performance Center. Some of them have gone to G.C. Foster College. And it's something I'm looking at, the whole concept of setting up approved training centers, centers of excellence that have been approved by the IAAF, where we can invite at least from the rest of the countries in the world to come and say, come to Jamaica and learn what sprinting is all about, and use it as a means of putting Jamaica's name further on the map, and also to earn some money, because track and field is big business. And I do intend to try and make the Jamaican track and field situation capitalize from the finances that the world has to offer. Because we are a poor country, and our athletes have not always been earning a great deal of money. And one of my aims is to show people that sport and track and field can be a real alternative means to earn their livelihood.